Hey everyone, welcome to Sit and Be Fit. A couple things you'll need to get started is you'll need your pendant, just in case you need to push that button for a little extra help in case of emergency. You may also want to use something for resistance, such as bottles of water, or weights, or even your empty hands. You may also want to have a bottle of water nearby, just in case you need to hydrate and get a drink and take a little break. And with that, let's get started. All right, so we're going to get started. We're going to start off in our chairs in a seated position. Where we want to get to the front of our chairs and try to get our back off the back of our chair so that our muscles and our body can support us. We're going to start off by sitting up as tall as we can and look up towards the ceiling, extending our neck. And then we're going to tuck our chin and look down toward the floor. We want to breathe in as we look up, feeling a stretch from our chin into our throat, into the chest. And then as we tuck that chin and look down, we're going to breathe out. We want to feel a stretch from the back of our head, into the back of the neck, into the upper back and shoulders. Looking up, breathing in. Looking down, breathing out. Looking up, breathing in. Looking down, letting the head hang and breathing out. Keeping the back up nice and tall. Looking up and looking down. Up and looking down, breathing in and breathing out. Good. All right, we're going to look straight ahead. We're going to turn the head from one side to the other, rotating the head and the neck, turning to one side and turning to the other side. Sitting up as tall as you can, rotating that head and that neck, and just breathing continuously. Looking from side to side. All right, so we're going to let one arm hang. We're going to reach over to that side with one hand and tilt the head the opposite direction. We're just going to apply a little bit of pressure with that hand on that shoulder, breathing in and out. In and out. In and out. We bring the head up, we release the pressure. We apply pressure with the opposite hand on the other shoulder, tilt the head. Feel that stretch from the side of the neck into the side of the neck, down into the shoulder and upper back. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. And one more time out. Good. All right. So we're going to start to shrug our shoulders. Bring the shoulders, bring them up to the ears, and let them come back down. Bring them up, and let them come down. Sitting tall. Bring them up, and let them come down. Bring them up to your ears and down. Up and down. Up and down. We're going to roll our shoulders now. So rolling forward to the ears and back, continuing to sit tall, forward to the ears and back. And as you bring those shoulders back, we want to gently squeeze the shoulder blades together, just loosening everything up, even feeling it throughout the neck. All right, great. We're going to go the opposite way now. So we pull the shoulders back and down, bring them up to the ears and roll forward. So back to the ears and roll forward, loosening them in the opposite direction now. So back to the ears and forward. Sitting up as tall as you can, just loosen everything up. Good. We're going to reach forward, keeping the shoulders down, and starting to make small circles. Gradually, as you feel more comfortable with those circles, you can extend and expand out to larger circles, until you get to whatever your full range might be. So maybe I get over my head, maybe you get behind you. Big deep breaths, opening up that trunk, opening up the shoulders, getting some oxygen into those lungs as we move. Circles. Good. We're going to go the opposite direction now. Again, reaching forward, shoulders are tucked down, Start off small, opposite direction. Expand to little medium circles, the larger circles until you get to whatever that full range of motion might be. Maybe you get up over the head, maybe you get behind you. Big deep breaths as you move. Get some oxygen into those lungs. All right, excellent. So we're going to take one hand, we're going to reach over the opposite side onto that knee. We're going to do a gentle twist and just rotate, look towards that opposite side. Take a deep breath, breathing in and breathing out. Facing forward, we're going to rotate the other way now, bring the hand over to the other knee, turn sideways, breathe in and breathe out. Perfect, okay, look forward, we're going to shake it all out. Right, so from there, we're going to go opening our hands up as wide as you can, and then you're going to close them up as tight as you can. Open them up and close them. If you'd like to squeeze as you close, feel free to squeeze. It's up to you and how your hands feel. Open and close, open and close, open and close. Squeeze, open, close, open and close, open, close, open and close. We're going to circle through the wrists, rotating the wrists, circling through the wrists, into the hands, down into the forearms, up into your fingers, all the way to your fingertips and back down to the elbows. Circles through the wrists. Excellent. Let's go the opposite direction now, circling the other way. And we're going to move on to the fingers. So we open up our fingers and hands. We're going to touch our thumbs to each finger, touching our pointer fingers, our middle fingers, our ring fingers, and the pinkies, your ring fingers, your middle fingers, and your pointers. Back to pointers, middle fingers, ring fingers, and pinkies, ring fingers, middle fingers, and pointers. Good, all right. So from there, we're going to scoot back into our chair. And we're going to extend out our legs. We're going to point our toes, extending the ankles, sitting up as tall as we can. And we're going to flex those ankles and pull those toes back to you. Push them out, pull them back. Extend them out, pull them back. Push and pull, push and pull. Extend, flex, push and pull, push and pull, push, pull. Okay, rotating those ankles, circles through the ankles, feeling it throughout the ankles, into the feet. It's the arches of your feet, all the way up into the balls of your feet, into your toes, into the shins in the front of the legs, and calves in the back. Circle through those ankles and feet. We're going to go the opposite direction now, circling the other way. Loosening up everything, remembering to sit up tall. Good. We scoot forward onto the chair, tighten up that belly, and start to rotate that hip. Circling through the hip, my knee is slightly bent. And if you need to, you can use your hands to help you get that leg to go around. A little bit of extra support. We're going to go the opposite direction now, other way. Loosening up that hip. Good. And we're going to switch to the other side. Circle through the hip, keep the knee slightly bent, step tall, and rotate. And remember, if you want to use those hands to help you out, you can. Other direction, other way. Good, all right. Bring our hands to our shoulders and chest, sit up as tall as we can. Reach, extend your arms way up over the head, and bring them back down. Reach way up, breathe out, down, breathe in. And remember, if you'd like to, you can go forward out to an angle. If you have a little bit of less shoulder mobility, that's fine. Or you can extend and reach out front. So whichever way you feel comfortable reaching, and breathing out as you extend out, in as you come back. Up and down, or out and in. Good. Okay, so we're going to move on to our legs. We're going to put our feet flat on the floor, sit up tall, press up through the feet into the ankles and up into the calves and the back of your legs. As we put those heels down, we're going to pick up our toes and balls of our feet. You may have to adjust your feet accordingly so you feel a little bit more comfortable with that movement. Press up and lower down, picking up those toes. Press up and lower down. Press up lower down, press up, lower down, press up, and down. Good, we're gonna reach way up on one side. If you'd like to wiggle those fingers, you can. Reach way up on the other side, wiggling those fingers, extending up, backs are tall. Just like before, if you want to reach up onto an angle, feel free. Maybe you reach out front, alternating from side to side, and breathing out as you reach out, and in as you come back. Side to side, good, alternating. Excellent, okay, we're gonna move on to our legs. We're gonna scoot back into our chair, tighten up that belly, lean back slightly, extend out from the knees, and lower down. Extending out, keeping these slightly bent as you raise up, and lower down. Breathe out as you come up, breathe in as you lower down. Up, and down, up, and down, up, and down, up, and down. Excellent, okay, I'm gonna scoot forward onto my chair. I'm going to extend my arms down. We're going to rotate, turn our hands over, wrists or forearms. We're going to tuck the elbows in and bring the hands up to our shoulders and chest. You can squeeze your bicep muscle on your upper arm. And we're just going to lower down. So we're not really looking for strength here quite yet. We're just warming up, just getting those muscles moving, getting those joints lubricated as we go. Come on up, you can squeeze if you'd like to squeeze. Breathe out. Excellent. Okay, we're going to go from side to side with those knee extensions. So extending out one side and the other, keeping the knees slightly bent as you extend out. Sitting up tall, you lean back slightly through the hips, tighten up that belly. Breathe. Just extending the hips out, or extending the knees out, excuse me, and warming up the knees. Moving. All right, so we're going to go with those bicep curls again. This time we're going to alternate side to side. So extend the arms down, we sit up tall, rotate, turn the hands to the wrists and forearms. And one hand comes up to your shoulder, squeeze that bicep, lower down. Other hand comes up. As you notice, I just started to rotate and turn my trunk, my shoulders, my chest, my back. So if you can do a little trunk rotation, that's good too. Side to side, breathing. Squeeze those biceps. Excellent. All right, so from there, we're gonna bring our legs in. We're gonna touch our knees together, touch our feet together. We're gonna sit up as tall as we can. We're gonna pick our legs up, tightening up that belly, bring the legs out, nice and wide, and then we're gonna remain tight. So we're going out and in, 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 out and in. Okay, we're gonna open up the arms as wide as we can, sitting up as tall as we can. Keep the shoulders down out of the ears, bring the hands in, out and in. If you have a little less shoulder mobility, you can tuck your shoulders down, tuck your elbows into your ribs, and only go out as far as you feel comfortable. That kind of protects that shoulder, that rotator cuff area a little bit more, and that chest area a little bit more. Bring them out and in, out, squeezing the back, in, out, and in, out, and in. All right, so we're gonna march. When we march, we pick up our feet, pick up our knees, get our trunk moving, shoulders, chest, and back. So your entire body is moving as you march. You're breathing. You may want to go a little faster, that's up to you. And if you go slowly, that's okay as well. If you're going a little faster, your cardio, your heart rate picks up. You may feel your lung capacity, your breathing pick up, going a little faster now. You may feel your heart rate come up a little bit, and that's fine. Continue to breathe, continue to move. We're gonna go for 10 more seconds. Try to pick it up a little faster if you can. 10, 9, 8, you can count with me if you want. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, great. Let's catch our breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. If you need a few more breaths here or there, perfectly fine as well. Okay. So we're going to work on getting up out of our chair. So we're going to sit up as tall as we can. Try to get comfortable in that chair. Backs are tall. We're just going to lean in, look forward, keeping the feet nice and wide, the knees nice and wide. Lean in, start to push up out of that chair with those feet and legs. Lean in, push. One more time, lean in, push. All right, now we're going to work on getting up. So we want our feet nice and wide, our knees nice and wide. Remember, if you need to push off that chair with your hands and arms, feel free to use those hands and arms, okay? So we're going to lean in, drive through the feet and legs, looking forward. Squeeze that butt, extend those hips out, and then slowly hinge at the hips, safely sitting back down into your chair. And use your hands if you need to, okay? Lean in, drive up, push through the feet and hands, looking forward, keeping that head up. Sitting back, and slowly lowering yourself down into the chair. We're going to do one more time, and this time we're going to stay up if we feel comfortable with it, okay? So we're going to lean in, drive, push through the feet and legs, squeeze that butt, tighten that belly, stand up nice and tall. Excellent. Okay, so let's make our way to the side of our chair. I'm going to stand up tall. I want my feet and knees to be about shoulder width apart. They're a little less wide or a little more wide. That's perfectly fine. It's up to you and how your body feels. We're going to start off by holding onto the chair and making sure we're safe, making sure you have balance. We're going to simply step in, heel to toe, both feet, step back out, heel to toe, okay? Stepping in, stepping out, breathing. If I feel comfortable with that, I can get a little bit more trunk rotation, my shoulders, my chest, my back, even my hips. You can add on your hands. If you feel comfortable enough, maybe let go of your chair. It's up to you. In and out. Get some trunk rotation. And if you're not comfortable with it, if you feel like you're a little bit off with your balance, you can always grab that chair again and you'll be safe. Okay. Let's try to walk around the chair. Again, carefully, safely. Walking around the chair. If you have to glimpse down every now and then to make sure you feel comfortable where you're going, feel free. We go one way, holding onto the chair if we need to. We go the other way. Good. Okay, so we're going to change that into a march. Remember, my knees and my feet are coming up a little higher now, so my base of support is a little bit more off. So we want to be careful with that, okay? We're going to hold on to that chair. We're going to lift up our knees nice and high. We want to feel our core engage, your stomach muscles working. You want to feel those hips and that butt working. You have your hands going. Chest, your trunk, your shoulders, your back, your hips are moving. Knees are coming up nice and high. Breathing. Maybe you add the other hand, carefully remove it from the chair. If you feel like you need to hold on to that chair again, feel free. We're going to step in and step out. Step in, step out. Back by the chair. If you want to pick up the pace a little bit, if you feel safe doing it, feel free. Knees up a little higher, back's a little taller. You may feel just like before, your heart rate is coming up a little bit, your lung capacity is coming up, the breathing's getting a little bit heavier. Maybe you step forward, maybe you step back, carefully and safely now. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's make our way behind our chair for a little bit extra support. So I'm going to turn my chair sideways so you can see it. Okay? So we're going to press up through our feet, into our ankles, into our calves, and the back of our legs. We're going to pick up our toes as we come down, okay? So from the front, it looks like this. I pick up my heels, I lower back down, I pick up my toes. It's really important that you be careful not to let your hips rock backward as you're going down. So stand up nice and tall and straight from feet all the way up to your hips and to your shoulders and right out through your head, okay? Heels and toes, heels, toes. Good. Okay, so from there, same idea, holding on to that chair with both hands. We're going to raise that leg up, squeeze your butt, tighten your belly, stand tall. Lower down, Raise it up, breathing out. Lower down, breathing in. It looks like this from the front. Raise it up, lower down. Raise it up, lower down. Standing tall, raise it up. Hold on to that chair. Lower down, raise up and down. Let's do the other leg now. Same thing. Bring it up, hold on to that chair and lower down. Bring it up, squeeze that butt, tighten that belly, stand up tall, lower down, raise it up, lower down, raise it up, lower down, raise up, and down. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to make our way back into that chair, safely, carefully. Make sure you got a good footing, lower yourself down, nice and safe. So I'm sitting up as tall as I can. Now let's get out our weights. If you want to use your weights, feel free to use your weights. Again, you could just use your empty hands, soup cans. I'm going to use bottles, whatever you feel comfortable using, okay? So we're going to start off, we're going to pretend like we're pulling, okay? So I'm going to lean in, I'm going to let my legs support my arm, I'm going to reach down towards my feet, and I'm going to pull back. Get that elbow behind you. Reach in towards that foot, keep the shoulder out of the ear, pull back, squeeze the upper back muscles, lower down. Reach in, pull back, lower down, pull back, squeeze the upper back, lower down, pull back, and lower down. One more time, pull back. Good. Let's do the other side. Reach in, pull back, keep the shoulder down out of the ear, reach in, pull back, reach in, pull back. Reach in, pull back. Let's do two more. Reach in, pull back. One more, pull back. Excellent. Okay, so from there, we're going to sit up as tall as we can. We're going to extend our arms out to our knees. We're going to raise the hands up to about shoulder height and lower back down. So we raise it up, keep the shoulders out of the ears, and lower down. Raise up, breathe out, down, breathe in. Up and down. Up and down, up to the shoulder height, down, breathe out, breathe in. Good. Okay, hands come up to the shoulders and chest. We tuck our elbows in, we extend, big reach up over the head, and lower down. Breathe out, breathe in. And just like earlier when we were warming up, if you'd like, you can reach out onto an angle. You can extend your arms out front. It's up to you and how far you want to extend those arms and hands. Good. Okay, let's extend those hands down towards the floor. Sit up tall. We're going to lean on one side. If we can touch, great. If not, that's okay. And then lean on the other side. Same thing. If you can touch, great. If not, that's fine. Leaning from side to side. Feeling the sides of your body. Those muscles throughout the sides of your stomach, your obliques work. Side to side. Excellent. Okay, let's put those weights away. And we're going to move on to some trunk rotation for our abdominal area and for our upper back and shoulders. Okay? So we're going to sit up as tall as we can. And from there, we're going to move on to one arm. We're going to bring that arm by our shoulder, open it up, and close it up. Abduct out and adduct in. Okay? We can add a little bit of rotation from your shoulders, chest, and back. Maybe you come to the middle. Maybe you come across, get that arm over that knee. It's up to you. Big reach. Nice rotation. Maybe you throw like you're throwing a ball, right? Excellent. Okay, from there we're going to do the other side now. Again, in and out. Close. Open. Maybe you rotate a little more, get that elbow in the middle. Maybe you get that elbow across the other side, it's that knee. It's up to you. Good. Maybe you add a reach. Maybe you change it to a throw that ball. And if one side feels a little awkward, that's okay. Remember, sometimes we have a non-dominant or a dominant side from right to left. Excellent. Okay, from there, we're going to be marching again. We need that heart rate up a little more, okay? So get the knees up, feet up, shoulders, chest, backs, breathing, get some lungs working. So So your breath and breathing might get a little heavier, your heart rate might come up a little bit. That's good because it's getting the blood to flow through your body, into your joints, into your arms, your shoulders, your chest, your back, your legs, even up into your brain, your head. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. Let's breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Excellent. Okay, let's stretch. We're going to reach up over our head, extend those arms nice and high. If you'd like to look up at those hands, look up as you breathe. We're going to lean to one side, open the shoulder, the ribs, the obliques, and the stomach. We're going to lean to the other side, same thing. Feel that shoulder, those ribs, the sides of the body. We're going to reach out to the sides and forward. Nice big stretch forward. Breathe as you rotate. Feel the upper back, the neck. Switching hands, pulling the other way, same thing. We're going to extend the legs out, reach up over our heads and down to our toes, our ankles, our shins, wherever we can get. Come on back up. One knee bends, the other one stays extended. Reach down to that foot. Come on up, reach up over the head, switch legs. Come on up, bring the knee up towards you, pull it in gently. Switching sides. Sitting up tall, reaching behind the back of the head. If you can't quite get behind your head, your hand can go on top of your head. Switching sides. Reaches across. Reaches across. Reach behind the back if you'd like. If you can't quite get behind your back, you can always put your hands on your head. Reach behind the back. Sitting up tall, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Good job, thank you, and we'll see you next time.